And welcome back to the Domino Effect, everybody.
Welcome back to the Domino Effect.
Where have we been, Zen?
God knows where.
I.
You know,
It's.
eh, it's
For those of you who know, you know
if
what's
you
going on
know,
in my
you
life.
know.
If you don't know, well, you should have been there for the conversation. Anyways,
That's tough.
if you weren't there, well, you'll probably find out eventually, but it doesn't matter. At this very moment. Anyways.
That shit crazy. What we doing?
Nah, Zen, what we doing? You
Nah,
explain
Sammy,
it.
what we doing? You had the
What we
idea.
doing?
That's
That's true. I
crazy.
did. So I was kind of thinking, you know how like a lot of people are doing like Reddit posts and doing like scenarios and stuff. Well, I thought Zen and I could either come up with our own and just kind of bounce back and forth and basically just kind of give advice, life advice and things like that. Just our thoughts, feelings, comments, concerns, red flags, all of it, or a green flag, depending.
Or a green flag.
Um,
Or a yellow flag.
There's a foul on the play, but it's not the end of the game.
Another card. Wait
a
minute.
not. It's just a call. It's just like, I see it. Not, it's not a deal breaker. It's not like a red flag. It's just like a little tick.
Let's do a little check.
Little tick.
You got vibe
anyway,
checked by the ref. That's crazy.
Dang, vibe check by the ref.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. No. So my scenario is, and it's more of just like I've just been seeing a lot of this like online just recently, and it actually begs the question. It's more of just like a would you rather, or like, do you believe this is kind of like weird or not? But how much of an age difference is too much of an age difference? Because I see a lot of people that date people that are way older than them, and I'm not judging per se, but it's just like I don't understand how you could be attracted to somebody who's just not at the same level as you. I feel like for me,
What do you mean
age
by
doesn't.
same level as you?
So I'm gonna explain. So for me, to answer my own question, you'd have to be on the same wavelength. Like you have to be the same part of your lives together. Like you can be 25 years old and dating a 50-year-old, and you be, I don't want to say completely compatible, but at least like on the same way. Like they, like the 25-year-old, what man or woman has, like they have their career going, they just started it, or they've been in school for however long and they're getting into it, they have a good job, stable income, maybe a house, whatever. And the 50-year-old, same thing, like they have a stable life, whatever. I feel like while that's a 25 age difference, and I do a little bit much personally for me at least, and I don't think I could ever date someone. Never say never though. Shit happens, but like I think that I as long as people connect mentally, and I do feel like there is a bit of a, like, I don't think a teenager should be dating someone in their 20s.
God no.
Unless it's like
a 3 year
1920.
Yeah.
And or like
Actually,
1820
no.
or like a 1921. Like if it's like a 2-year difference, I get it. I do. But I feel like any more than that, you're not the same level. One is just starting college age.
Yeah, I just thought about that, yeah.
The other one is actually, like, when you really think about it, like most schools are 4 years. Not really. But let's pretend they are. One is starting college and going through the wild years of college, where one is ending it and going into, either a master's or, a career. And it's just, to me, I'm just like, that's not the same. You know what I mean? So for me, that's how I feel about it. What do you think?
I feel like, the just thinking about like scaling it down farther and farther, it's like, I can't really think of going over anything over like 2 years. Like I had the idea in my head was like 3 years. 3 years would be like a good, distance point for, I'm for at that point I was strictly thinking about like teenagers, but I was like, me at 17 versus me at 20 were two completely different people.
Oh, absolutely.
And
yeah.
I don't think I could do that.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's
gosh, I was so pure at 17. Like, no, like I wouldn't watch a movie if I knew it had nudity in it. Can y'all imagine me not watching a movie because of nudity? Now I'm just like hentai, porn. Not really, but like, I actually don't watch porn that much. But anyway, hentai, yes. But yeah, no, I get that. Completely different.
But I think it definitely depends on like. It can only really depend on maturity level for me up to a point. Like if it's like a, let's go like a 30-year gap.
But what if you like a 30-year?
Like
okay.
if we're talking like a 30-year gap, it's like bro,
that's way too much. I think for me it's 7.
I'd say 7's a good number.
Like up or down.
Like
not
like
now.
7
I wouldn't
and
say.
on, I don't think I could do.
I wouldn't say like I would date someone who's 20, like because I'm 27. But I mean like if I was older, like if I was in my 50s or something. 57 and 50 is not that big.
That's not a big jump.
You know what I mean?
I think for the first 30 years, it's a
yeah.
It
no,
makes
absolutely.
more of a difference.
But I think I would date someone who is 7 years older than me now. Like 27 is like plus 7. That's 34. I would date someone that was 34.
That one's
I don't
more
think
reasonable.
that's not. Yeah, it sounds more reasonable, even though it's the same difference. You know what I mean? Because I feel like
once you pass like 23, you can really only go up from there. Like you've got like the rule of threes going down, but you can go, as up as you really feel like.
Yeah. You know what? Yeah.
Like 23 minus 3 is 20. 23
right.
plus 7 is fucking 30. And you keep going up and up from there. And that's not to say like that's a fucking rule of thumb for everybody. But
right. No, I get you.
That's what
no,
I
that
would
kind of no, that makes sense. Well, you're at that age now, though.
Yeah.
So.
God damn, I'm be 24 this year. Jesus.
I don't want to talk about it. I turn 28 next year. I don't fucking talk about it. Okay, I'm almost 30. Fuck my life. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I'm not talking about it anyway. Yeah, 7 I feel like is kind of like, and I've always thought that, and it's weird because like I always like told people that I would never date someone younger. That's so weird. But honestly, all the people I've really honestly been like truly interested in have all been fucking younger than me. There's been one that I like, I'm gonna say date, but it's very loosely, like they were not a real like dating relationship, who was older, and it was a woman. She fucking cheated on me. So that's cool.
I think
shout out to you.
I was more keen on dating people younger than me.
That's because you're a dude.
I was about to say, well, one, because I'm a dude, and like I was also a teenager. But now it's more like I don't.
You like the MILFs?
No.
I'm kidding. You
What
actually don't.
What I was going to say, God damn it, is that it's more based now on maturity level.
That's what anything else. Yeah.
It's like you can you can be 32 and still
be very immature.
Yeah, built like you're 14. Like God. Mentally. And he's like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
I can't do it.
I feel like for me, I feel like a lot of people don't really see this side of me because it's, especially like in your server, like people see like the stupid, silly side of me. But like when shit gets actually serious, like I'm an adult.
Yeah.
Oh, see, there it is. It's the voice drop, and it's like we're not doing that. Like I'm in like your girl's in med school.
You can
know
joke
my
all
priorities.
You want, but you definitely got your fucking shit together.
I mean, not really, but
you do.
I mean, I could have more shit together, but
outside looking in, you've got your shit together.
Sir, you're inside the building and like you know how crazy I am.
Yeah, I'm not saying that part. You definitely do not right now. Alright? But outside looking in, like if if somebody were to
like
just meet you,
on paper, yeah. Like I
absolutely.
look like I have stuff together. I would have more if there were certain things in my life that were not happening.
You know.
But that's, a private matter. But I mean like I feel like I pay all my bills. I have a roof over my head, a very nice roof actually. I am top dog around here in the apartment, even though it's high above the ground. It makes me uncomfortable sometimes. But anyway, that's another story that we're not getting into that Zen believes that I'm a fucking weirdo for. But
You are.
anyways, I'm not.
You
Anyway, shut up. Listen, I don't do up air. I do solid ground.
I
And
don't
like
do
even
up
though
air.
I don't do up air,
Are you playing
okay?
a
That's what I'm
fucking
calling it from
fighting
now on.
game?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't do up air.
I don't do up airs. That's crazy. I only
Even
do
though my
forward
apartment
smashes.
shush. Even though my apartment is on the third floor, you guys are like, oh, but like your floor, like that's solid ground. No, it's not.
Floor.
Solid ground is the solid earth under my feet with dirt. My feet are not on dirt right now, and that means that I'm not on solid ground and I'm up in the air. So mama does not like being on the third floor, but I can deal with it so
I
long
think
as I don't go outside on my porch too often
I think
and
it's
I don't look out my
more
window.
to me. I was already into high flying antics at a young age.
You know what? That's fine for you, okay?
You know,
I don't do that.
growing up and be like, I'm gonna be a fucking gymnast for a good 10 years.
I was
I
a
had to
gymnast
break
too,
that shit immediately.
I was a gymnast too, but when I was 3 years old. No, I was two actually. I was two when I started my first gymnastics class, and it was on a beam balance. It was on the balance
Balance beam.
beam, and yes, I knew what I was saying. Shush, and I knew, up in the air. I did the ribbon dancing anyway, and I did the flips. So that's where I landed. So, there's time and place for everything. Anyways, this is not what we're talking about right now.
And I was sitting there tumbling,
I
trying to
feel
jump as high
like
as I could. There's two
here's
different
the
people.
thing too. I feel like there are some guys your age that do like, I don't want to say it like this, but how I can describe it and to dumb it down for, all of our friends that are listening right now. MILFs,
Milfs.
cougars, DILFs. I've heard some of y'all women. You know who I'm talking to. I'm not judging. I'm just saying I know who I'm talking to. Anyways, I feel like I don't know. I feel like seven's a good number.
No.
I don't think I would date someone now that was 20. That's a child. But no offense to anyone who's 20 who's listening, which are some of my friends. Sorry, y'all, but it's the truth. Like dating wise, to me, I could never. That's a child. Like I no. But like I could date someone that's like 22, 23.
You know.
I feel like that's fair.
I feel like when you hit like 22, you start to realize,
Yeah.
at least hopefully, you start to realize it's like, oh, I've got shit to do. Like,
yeah.
I can't be
it's
doing
weird.
this shit no more.
It's weird because like 5 years is my youngest brother's age, but it's like I look at him and I'm just like he's a little man now. Like he's an actual like man, and so I don't even think that as like us being 5 years apart. Not that I would date my brother. That's not where this is going. But I'm just saying like his age group wise, it's just like, well, we're kind of all the same at this point. Like we've all either graduated college or like we're still in college, masters, whatever. Like
or we just went to
we
the
may. Right, or we're in the workforce, or both, even, whichever. And like,
God
yeah,
forbid
like
both.
I don't really.
Jesus Christ, I don't know how people do it.
I mean, technically, I am in both.
You are in both. I don't know how you do it. Shit was stressful as
I have no mental health. Anyway, well, 4 doctors that helped me through my mental instabilities. Anyway. Yeah, so I feel like that's just kind of me, but I want to know what y'all think. Like, would you like what's your number that like you can't go under or over? I feel like for me it's 5 years right now, but I think once I hit 30, it'll be like 7 up, 7 down.
Yeah. That makes more sense.
Yeah. Maybe 5 or 4 down, and then 7 up.
You know, I think I can go 3 down, 7 up.
I don't know why, but I feel like up is just more like it's always it's I feel like I'm more lenient with people who are older than me.
Up is easier now.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, did you want to be that person that was dating a college student in high school?
No, that's pedophilia.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Which, if y'all are in high school and you're dating a college boy or girl, unless you're like 18, like I get it. Y'all have been together for
you
like
were
2
dating
years,
before,
or
yeah,
like you know, you're only 2 years apart, but it's just or like a year apart. Like I get that. That's not what I'm talking. I'm talking about like the ones that are 14 dating like a 19, 20-year-old. That's pedophilia. Anyways,
no, I don't like it.
that makes me uncomfortable.
It makes me very uncomfortable.
Like, that's a whole nother topic that I'm not going to get into today. Well, I might. I don't know yet.
We'll fuck around.
But yeah, that's just how I feel. Do you kind of feel the same way right now?
No, it's weird.
Mm-hmm,
It's weird, and people would like gloat about it too. Like, oh, I'm in a relationship with someone fucking way older than me. I was like, bro, you might be getting groomed. I don't. It doesn't feel great.
I was groomed as a child, so it's not. It's not. You have trauma. A lot. That's why I have 4 doctors. Anyways, besides the point. What's your scenario? I feel like we both agree on the up and down situation.
Yeah.
So but the conclusion is you would date someone like older.
Yeah, older.
As long as they were on the same wavelength as you.
Wavelength, maturity level. I feel like having I wouldn't say having my same maturity, but also having my same like wavelength isn't a hard thing, but it's a more uncommon thing than I think it is.
I have a weird question then for you, actually.
Okay.
If you were dating someone older who was in their career path, would you feel a little bit inadequate?
No.
Really? See, I think I would.
They live longer.
That's true, but I feel like it'd be the opposite answers of what most of us would think, but you're way more chill about it. Here's the thing. I think it's because I'm a very driven person and because I feel like I started late because of y'all know the story.
Yeah.
I feel like sometimes I do feel like inadequate sometimes compared to people like my own age, but then like I know a lot of other people my age or even older that like have no idea what the fuck they're doing and they're not even like in school. They're not doing nothing with their lives. Like they're just existing and I'm just like, okay, at least I'm on a path and that makes me feel better. I could have been further on my path, but I'm going to be in school for 15 years regardless. Like it's fine. And I'm actually on a fast track anyway. Like I'm actually on plan because of all of my specialties I'm going into. So it's like, honestly, I'm actually graduating earlier, but it'd be at the same time as like what a normal for all my stuff is. So it's like, I feel good about it. I feel better, especially after talking with, my 4 doctors and my school advisor. But that, again, is beside the point and not what today's topic's about. But I think for me, if they're not driven or if they're not at least like on a path, I don't think I could be with somebody.
I think
older or younger. They have to be like driven for me.
I think for
and on a path.
I think for older people, in my opinion, it would be more weird to me if I had more of my shit together and like I was further in my career than someone that was older than me, and not like
absolutely,
and not like by a small margin. Like I'm way ahead of someone. It's like I'm.
No, see, I wouldn't be attracted to that person.
Comfortable.
I would not be attracted to that person because I could never be with someone that doesn't have a past.
And it's like, I mean, like obviously life happens. And,
Yes, yes, and I would never blame someone for their circumstances. But
like,
or like if something happens like and we just met and like they lost their job or something, that's completely different than someone like not being driven and just giving up than being like, I lost my job, I don't know what I'm doing now, but I know I'm gonna do something. Like I'm okay with that. That's still being of like-minded, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because anything can happen. Like life is life.
It's having that, proactive thought that, you don't know what you're doing now. You're gonna be doing something, goddamn.
Right.
You're not gonna be sitting around doing nothing.
Yes, I agree. I'm glad we agree on that. I'm glad we agree. I'm a little bit surprised, actually. I thought you weren't gonna say you weren't gonna date someone older at all. To be honest with you,
Not like that.
Like, I don't think you care if they were, but I don't think that you would go into a relationship knowing that. That's what I thought, at least. But you're like, no, it's fine, it's whatever.
Yeah. And I don't think, I mean, people that I probably would date, it's like, it's not like they're gonna fucking tell me immediately. Like, oh, I'm fucking 34 years old. I don't care. I don't fucking care. What the fuck? We met outside. Oh, you would date
someone 34 years old?
No, I'm saying
that's like 10 years older.
I'm saying just like just as a
example. You just like, okay, gotcha.
It's like, bro, okay. I don't care. What the fuck? We met at like a fucking coffee shop, bro. This is
You would. You fucking would.
This is not something you're just like, oh, I'm 34. Yeah, I don't care. I came for coffee and I started talking to you.
Yeah.
Which is already like not a thing I do.
It would be though, just that one time.
You know, just the one time I was like, I'm gonna try and talk to people. It's like And then I tell.
I'm just waiting at the table, like, where the fuck is my
oh.
I hide behind my smutty book and just peek a little over.
Not this fucking smutty book.
Listen.
Jesus Christ. Why are you reading that in a coffee shop?
Why wouldn't I?
What do you mean, why wouldn't you?
It's a book. Just because there's smutty scenes in it doesn't mean that, like, there's not other things in there.
What's the front of the book look like? A normal book?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Here's the thing. I don't read like just pure smut or like porn books. Like, that's not, I need story. Like, I need something there. Like, most likely a fantasy or a sci-fi element, and vampires or werewolves or like that something are crazy. Tearing. Listen, I need someone to be flayed alive or I'm not reading it.
You said or gutted. Alive?
Oh yeah, filleted. Like, damn. They cut into them or gutted, cut in half. A murder already took place and we're trying to figure out who done it. Like, something like that, okay? I don't just do like smut books. I'm not that type of whole.
That's a murder mystery. What the fuck?
Yeah, those books are fucking great. It's probably why I have nightmares, but that's fine.
You know, I was about to say that probably doesn't help.
I don't read them all the time, to be honest with you. I read them like maybe once in a while. It's mostly fantasy.
Okay.
Fantasy has a lot of smut in it, though. Fairy porn. It's a thing. Anyways.
Oh, I thought you said very porn, not fairy. Okay.
Oh, that's. I don't do that. Nope. If you know what it is, you know it. Anyway, moving on. What's your scenario, sir?
You know, some of these scenarios suck. I know this is like kind of Reddit focused. I'm on Reddit right now. Some of these are not great. Like, well, one of them is literally, would you rather have 3rd-degree burns or get caught in a bear trap?
Caught in a bear trap.
I was gonna say caught in a bear trap. Yeah.
You heal faster from that than 3rd-degree burns. You'd have to get a skin graft, and no, I've already seen that in medical school. Like, absolutely not. Caught in a bear trap. That shit will heal in like 6 weeks, and you're done deal. And that's if it even scrapes the bone. If it doesn't, then your muscle will heal in about 3 weeks. You'll have a bruise for most of your life after that, and maybe it'll tingle a little bit, but that's it. 3rd-degree burns, no way. That skin is fucked forever.
Yeah.
Blistered, red, Zuko. Okay, like Todoroki, like that kind of shit, okay? It's not fun. Dobby. Poor Dobby. Anyways, yeah, that type of burn. No thank you. Yeah. I don't want to talk about it. I'm not caught up. Don't tell me anything. Anyways.
You're not caught up? That's crazy.
I mean, I on and off read the manga.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, so, yeah, you're already caught up.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You're caught up in the terms of how I'm caught up, but not. I'm not.
Listen,
caught up. But you're caught up. You're reading.
I'm caught up. I have to read like I don't know. I don't know where I'm at, honestly. All I know is Deku's going to America.
What the fuck?
Don't worry about it. Anyways, sorry for spoilers. Probably should have said that. We'll cut that out. Anyways, scenario.
Ooh, this one. Ooh, I think you'd like this one. Wait a minute.
Okay.
Would you rather be able to communicate and understand every animal, or be able to read people's minds?
Animals. People are horrible.
I know it. I know it.
They are. I don't want to read everyone's fucking mind. Like, no, thank you. I would hear all the dirty, nasty things all of y'all say. Like, about others, about yourselves. Like, I don't want to deal with that. That is depression on a whole nother level. I'm not dealing with that.
I don't think it's like that.
No, that's depression on a whole nother. That's everyone else's depression. I'm not dealing with that. I deal with my own. No, thank you. Animals. They're way nicer, and I can live in the woods by myself.
They're way nicer. They are animals.
They're way nicer, and
nature's a lot more fucked up than we really think it is.
Nature is nature, okay? And let me tell you, women rule in nature, okay? We kill after we mate half the time. I'm okay with that. I think that should happen in humans.
I don't think it should.
I think it should.
I don't like the way you're saying this right now.
I mean, not all of y'all.
Oh, not all of us. Okay, that makes me feel so much better.
I wouldn't kill any of my boys. Oh, that implicates.
Yeah.
Oh. I didn't mean it like that. Though. I just meant like I wouldn't want y'all to die. Like I wouldn't.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I'm a backtrack now. I don't know if I should keep this in or not. It's kind of entertaining.
Jesus Christ.
How you feel? I'm so sorry.
How you feel about that one?
Well, I didn't mean it the way it came out at all. I'm about to do it again.
Yeah, and I'll do it again.
Oh my god. Okay.
You got it.
I don't know if what just happened is gonna stay in or not, but if it did, I'm so sorry. If it didn't, then y'all will never know, and it'll be a private conversation forever in the thoughts of me and Zen's mind.
I'm sorry. If it didn't, I'm not.
I didn't say that I wasn't. I just y'all have never known, and it's perfectly fine. Anyway, I wouldn't want y'all to die, as in my boys, but some of the people could, women included in that, could
I feel like the more silent I am, the more awkward you are about it.
I'm very delirious right now. I feel like this is a great start off podcast after the long break we've had, because my mental health has been shit, as I've said before, with 4 doctors. It's been a very long day. I've been up for almost 24 hours.
This ADD's kicking your ass.
Yes. So anyway, I'm so sorry to anyone who's listening right now, because I am all over the place. I'm usually not like this. What was I saying?
I don't fucking know.
If only you could be in my brain. Actually, don't do that.
I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. That's the last thing I want to do, actually.
There's some very dirty, nasty things in my head.
You know?
And some very, like, horrific, murder scenes that somehow just...
I feel like
because of the nightmares.
If I was going to be in your head, the only thing I'd want to do is control your dreams so you don't have nightmares. And literally do nothing else.
That's so nice of you. That's a nice thing you've said to me in like a year. Thank you.
I am absolutely inactive at any other point in the day, but when you're asleep, it's just like, ooh. I can just make the dreams weird and not nightmare inducing. That's crazy.
Wait, what do you mean by weird though? I can't be up in the air.
No, I'm just saying, like, I gotta get that, like,
Make me be bad girl. That's what you can do.
I'm gonna get that like radar level of imagination going.
No, please. No, thank you. No, no.
What do
No,
you
I
mean?
said
That's
no,
crazy.
please. I said no, please, because that's how
What do you mean? That's crazy.
that's my child, and I already know. So no, please. That's all I'm saying.
That's
Anyway,
crazy.
shout out to the glitter milfs. Anyway,
Huh?
um,
I didn't like that. I know Radar didn't either.
scenarios, focus, ADD, brain is gone.
What scenario you got, huh?
No, you still have yours.
I already said it.
What was yours again?
A 30-degree burn, a bear trap.
Bitch, that's no. Do another one.
Bitch, I swear to God.
I swear to gosh.
I swear to motherfucker. I might do it. Am I the asshole?
Okay, do am I the asshole?
Because those, are, you get a little backstory. You know.
Okay. Give us the backstory. Give us the tragic villainous backstory.
Not the tragic villainous backstory. I don't think there's like villainous backstories like that. You're looking for some.
I don't know, man. It's Reddit.
There are some fucking villains though on Reddit.
Yeah, like actual like villain. I think I saw one that was like a cannibalistic one. I'm like, I don't fucks with that. I don't fucks with that, bro. I'm not.
Like somebody.
I'm not saying that scenario because it was a long time ago, and no, thank you. I don't even remember half of it. But go ahead with yours.
You never tell me these things.
Well, I wasn't sure yet.
Okay. That one's not really good. I'm trying to find like the fucking juicy ones here.
Can you not find the juicy ones? The juice, the lemonade that we're searching for in this great long journey of life. I don't know where I was going with that. Anyways, while Zen searches for a scenario, I will ask my own. So let's say, okay, actually,
okay.
So this is kind of something that I've been thinking about for a while.
Okay.
But what would you do or how would you react if someone told you that they weren't in love with you anymore? Like, what would your advice be to that person? Or like to yourself? Like, do you think things are going great? Like, and then someone was just like, they turn to you one evening, they're just like, I'm just not in love with you anymore. Like, I love you as a person and I think you're cool, but like relationship wise, I can't be with you anymore. Like, I just don't love you. Like, I'm not, or even like, actually, let me tell you something. Like, they're appalled by you at that point. Like, they don't, nothing within them wants to be with you. Like, how would you react?
I'd leave. Just off rip.
Like, just
off rip. Yeah, no.
Shit.
Because
so I'm kind of combining two Reddit posts that I saw. There was one who's like, there's this girl and she's just like, I just am not attracted to my husband anymore. And then there's another one where it was a guy that's just like, I hate my wife. Like, he's like, everything she does, it's just like her, like the girls was just like, she just wasn't attracted like sexually, but she loved everything else about him. She's like, he's so good to me, blah, blah, blah. Like, great relationship. It's just the attraction is not there anymore. And it's not because like he's not attractive. I think it was like more of like a her thing. And that's kind of like what like the Reddit was about. It was just like, I think like you should be in therapy and like, because I think it's more of like a libido thing or whatever, which I think that's what it was. But for the guy, it was just like, I like, there's parts of me that like love her, but like everything she does annoys the fuck out of me. And like, I just hate her. And he's like, what do I do? And in my head, I'm just like, you need to just like leave. Because that's not healthy for you or for her. because she thinks everything's fine and dandy and like you love her. And like, yeah, maybe parts of you do, but if she's doing like, if every little thing bothers you, and I'm not saying like super little things of like the way they fold the socks, like I'm saying like the man was like enraged, like he's like I have to literally like he's like sometimes I have to literally go to the car to get away from her and just sit there. He's like, and sometimes I would come home late from work, not because he was cheating, but it was just because he's like he just couldn't be around her anymore because it was just at that point. And he's like, it's nothing she did or any. He's like, we literally had like the picture perfect relationship. He's like, I just felt trapped. And I'm like, I'm sure there's a lot of people that probably feel that way. Like, what would you react on either side of it? Like, of being told or being like someone that was being told to? Or you were telling, I guess. Being told to and telling. Like, what would your reactions be?
I mean, being told to is like, there's
that shit would hurt so bad.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Like heart ripped out of chest, stomped on, dead, bad. Like that. Ugh.
Being told to, I feel like for me, it's me realizing at that point, it's like, bro, there's so many times, you know, that things could have been like worked on or talked about or like communicated about.
Yeah.
And like if it was a different situation, like you were communicating, you were doing all the shit, and it just kind of happened.
Right.
That, you know.
Sometimes shit happens like that though.
They're like, that's nothing on anybody else. You know, the shit just didn't work. But it's just like out of the fucking blue random, you think everything's cool, and it's like, bro, I don't love you anymore. Like I don't want anything to do with you anymore. It's like, bro, huh?
Like what the fuck?
Like what? Yeah. Like where did that come from? Where what is the thought process behind this? What got you to that situation? And I think still, even if it was like there was a, you know, not convincing argument, but you know, there's like there were reasons behind it, and there were like sound reasons. I think I would probably still leave. It's like, you know, if you didn't want to be with me, then we don't have to be together. And I feel like, I mean, that's also coming from a point. I don't have long relationships. I mean, I have long friendships. I don't have long relationships. So for me,
I have a weird question for you then, just to say, do you think you'll get married, like legitimately?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you think that you'll stay married though?
I feel like if I would take that step to get married, I would do everything within my power to stay married.
No, I can see that. You are that type of person.
By contracts.
That's true. No. I see that. I think you have to be friends with someone first, though. You specifically. Like, I think that's a good rule of thumb for everybody, but I think you specifically, with your type of personality, you have to be friends with them
absolutely
first.
have to be friends with someone.
You can't just start fucking somebody and then, like, marry. No. Nah. Which is how, like, I feel like a lot of guys are, though. Well, no. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying, like, I think a lot of guys, and I think it's more so guys than I think it's not that I don't think girls can't be stuck in a relationship, but I think that a lot of guys get stuck in a relationship. They actually are, one, it's not healthy for them. And also, like, it happens that way. Like, it starts off as, like, either fuck buddies or it's just, like, friends, or not friends, but just, like, oh, I met this girl at a party, we just started fucking, and, like, at every party we just end up fucking, and then she calls me my boyfriend, or she calls me like her boyfriend now, so I guess like we're boyfriend and girlfriend, and it's just like, well, now I have to, like, I have these it's more of like an obligation thing, and not just like, oh, I like this girl, or oh, I like this guy. It's just
both sides. It wasn't like a talked about thing,
right? Exactly. It's just one person assumes, and then they get stuck in that rut. And like, there's no way, like, they're like, because they didn't choose, they don't feel like there's a choice to get out either, which I think is really shitty.
Yeah. And I also feel like in those situations, a lot of people are like, they don't want to pull that Band-Aid off and be like, you know, this is not what I signed up for.
Well, because it's comfortable, or because it's just like, oh, well, it's there.
Used to at that point.
Yep, exactly. Yeah. No, I completely agree.
And it's just like, I can understand how people get in that situation.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I can understand
but
too.
It absolutely could not be me.
Oh yeah, no. I can't, but we're not the type of people who just fuck somebody either, like at a party that we just, no. I'm also like, I feel like I'm past a little bit of the partying stage, so.
I was never
and
really
that just
in
wasn't
the
me.
stage.
I didn't really do it anyway.
I mean, I'm still like open to it, but I feel like the prime ages of partying without repercussions are getting to be past me.
Yeah, mine are already past and gone. And I tried it, and it's not my thing anyway. It wasn't my thing anyway. So,
like I'm not gonna go fucking 25 shots deep.
No.
At some dude's house. That I would never.
I would never even do that anyway. Oh God. Here's the thing too, is that I feel like for guys it's way different than girls, because like we literally have to I'm fucking terrified.
Yeah.
Of everything. Like
we can go in, get the drinks, go 25 shots deep, round for round, bar for bar, all that shit. And walk out absolutely fine.
Here's the thing. Yeah, because no one's gonna fucking like try to,
exactly
stuff with you. But I feel like, and this is also kind of a whole other conversation, but I'm just gonna talk about this real quick. I would trust our boys with me. Like if I was in a room with our boys and like our girl, like our group, I would be fine. I'd go 25 shots deep. Y'all would take care of us.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? And I know for a damn fact. And people are like, oh, but you really don't know. I fucking do know, because these boys wouldn't fucking do shit to me unless I wanted them to, which would, I'm just saying, like, I trust our boys.
Yeah.
And I trust our girls too, with my well-being, with my entire body and soul. And that's hard coming from someone who has been SA'd and like, the stuff that happened to me.
Yeah.
But I trust our people. Like, our people are good fucking people.
Absolutely.
Anyone else around, like, if someone but like, here's the thing though, if I don't know who they are, but like you bring, even if it's like it's you and you're one of my best friends, I still don't trust that person.
I say no. You are well within your rights to not trust somebody that I bring in.
That's same for you too.
Yeah, that's based on my judgment. I mean, from your standpoint, that's based on my judgment, but that's not like, getting your thought process on them. You didn't.
Well, that, but like,
you didn't have the same camaraderie.
Absolutely, no, absolutely. And there's actually another that goes in with this. It's more of like, would you trust your best friend's like best friend? Like, would you trust like someone else being at like a place like that? And especially like as a woman, I don't like, even other women sometimes, like women fuck each other over time. Like, I don't know if I would, honestly, because it's not my judgment being the one that judges. And I feel like I go back and forth if I have good judgment of people. I think I have good judgment, but sometimes I try to see too much good in the people that there is no good. Like, they're for my well-being. Even though I try so hard, I'm just like, well, but like, and the thing is too, like, even with people like in the past who I've really don't like, even thinking of like some of the people, I don't wish ill will on them. I really don't. Because honestly, what is that going to do for me? Nothing.
Absolutely nothing.
I have so much information about, people from like middle school that I could really fuck up their life because of just stuff that got expunged on their record. But like, that's not fair. They know shit about me too. Not that I have anything that was that bad, but like embarrassing shit. Like, and maybe it wouldn't like ruin my life, but I'd be embarrassed for, a few years or whatever, just because of the shit that happened. So it's just like, I feel like people have dirt on other people and like the perspective and all that shit. But it's just like, what does that do for you? Nothing. That doesn't make you a good person. It makes you feel better for maybe a second. And then you fucking feel bad about it, or at least I do. Because it's just like, I just hurt somebody. And that's how I think of it too. Like, I'm not going to go to somewhere and like, but there are some people that do that type of shit. They're like, who am I going to fuck over today, basically? And fuck a lot of girls, like, all at one party. And like, that's so gross to me.
Yeah.
Like, unless it's like you specifically, like, I get it. Sex parties like are a thing. And like, if you're going specifically for that, I feel like everyone knows that's what the party's for. And they're all probably clean. Especially like if you're in the community of like BDSM, like a lot of those places, they like double, triple, quadruple check, make sure all of your shit is like perfectly in line.
trust me, I would know anyway. But like, it's a thing. You have to be clean to go into those types of things.
Yeah.
You have to be. Whereas like at just like a fucking frat boys, you know damn well half of them have probably an STD or an STD. Right the fuck now. I'm not touching them with a 10-foot fucking pole. Like, absolutely not. I'm not getting naked in front of anybody. I'm not doing a wet t-shirt contest. No, like none of that. And I know girls, like, and I say that like not from like my own experience, but like other girls that I know, like from my own, that got in very horrible situations because of shit like because they trusted a friend of a friend and like they don't fucking know you. They could screw you over
for free
and be no conscience on them and like and then you almost blame the friend. You're like, well, you trust them. Like, yeah, but like they don't know you.
They don't know you. I mean, they didn't do any of those things to me. Those things were not
Exactly.
presented to them.
Right. But your friend, and here's the thing too, you can't blame your friend. I've seen some people that like blame the friend and not the person who actually did stuff because it's just like, well, you brought him in. It's like, yeah, but you didn't. You were the dumbass that fucking trusted it.
I was about to say, did you not vibe check?
Yeah, like you need to like check your vibes. Like that's not. Yeah, absolutely. So I trust literally no one.
Yeah, no, I feel like I'm overly cautious at some points, but that caution
You definitely
is
are, and paranoid.
very much well founded in situations where I'm just like, that could have been a bad situation. And it's like I'm glad I'm overly cautious in those times.
Yeah. Well, and here's the thing: I'm terrified of all. Like that is just I'm terrified. Of that. I think everyone kind of has figured that out by now. If I haven't like verbally said it, I'm terrified of men, and like I can't have someone come up behind me because it's happened to me, male or female, really. But like, especially if, like it's a male, I fucking scream. I don't care. But like again, with our boys, y'all would never fucking do that. Like there's a respect there. But I don't know your boys. Like I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like that's not. So, yeah, I don't think I could. I personally, I would that I don't know and haven't spoken to for like more than a few. Like I have to speak to someone for days. So you're like, oh, I can speak to someone for 5 minutes. No, you don't. You don't know what the fuck they are. You don't know what the fuck they've been through. Like a few days, weeks, even. I have to like.
I can kind of. I wouldn't say like suss out somebody, but I can kind of tell people's like character traits a little bit. Like I'll get.
Traits, yes.
Yeah.
But you don't know the full depth of a person.
I was about to say you can get like a little taste of what they're like, but you never know like exactly whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
And that'll take upwards of like days to weeks to months even.
Yeah. Well, and like I feel like we've both had toxic friendships where it's just like, I mean, oh gosh, when I was younger, I had a few toxic, and some of them only lasted like 2 or 3 weeks, and I got them, thank God. And some of them lasted, 2-3 years, and it's just it is what it is. But it's just like you can't go back to that. Like if you don't nurture the good aspects of it, like I wasn't the toxic friend, they were the toxic friend.
Absolutely.
And maybe there's been times where I've been a toxic friend. Like I don't know, probably. Like I think everyone at one point has been on both sides of it. It's like we're only human. And sometimes it's like you're both wrong and you're both right at the same time, which that does happen. Like within your own perspectives, you're both wrong, but you're also both right. And like there's some times where like I look back on, even like in recent, it's like, I mean, that was real fucked up, but like the way I reacted maybe wasn't the best.
I mean, but you were probably well
within
your bounds, given the situation.
Yeah. I think I was in my bounds in the situation I'm thinking of, but I still felt bad and like would feel guilty even now. Sometimes I still feel guilty about certain things, but I mean, I feel like when it comes to, I think like friendships, it's still a ship. It's still a relationship. Like there's still like even between like mother and parent.
There's still a ship to that.
Yeah. even between a mother and child or a father and a
mother
child.
I just now picked that shit up.
Yep, I'm an idiot.
A mother and a parent. That's crazy. Yep.
I meant to say anyway. Mother and child, father and child, whatever. Child to, and here's the thing too. There's a different relationship between mother and child and mother.
Absolutely.
Same thing with father. Like father to child, child to father. Different relationship. And it also depends on personalities and like just like, you know, maybe someone's more outgoing, introverted, whatever. But it's just like it just really or culture too. Like it really just depends. But like having good communication is always key, no matter what.
Absolutely.
No matter what.
I mean, there's been, yeah, I was about to say we've all been in toxic relationships. I feel like, I mean, not like saying globally encompassing absolutely everyone, but like I feel like a vast majority of us have been in toxic relationships.
I mean, if you're human,
yeah. But I feel, and I was gonna say, there's one thing different about you and I is that if I'm in a toxic relationship and you know, there shit happens and I get like burned from that toxic relationship, I don't feel guilty about what the fuck happened next. There is no part in me that's going to feel guilty about.
No, you just hate the person, like real.
No, absolutely.
Yeah.
There's no
venomous.
There's no reason for me to give you all the good things about me when you didn't care in the first place.
I think and this is where we differ. I think for me, it's just like I know that like the people that I've been in toxic relationships with, and again, these are mostly friendships. Like I've not even like I've only really ever been, but who's my husband. But I feel like, well, we're not going to go into that today because it's just anyway. That's for my therapist. But no, I feel like, I mean, I was groomed at a young age, like by two different men, who were a lot older than me, and so that's where like a lot of fear comes from. I was just a bunch of stuff, but anyway, no, like even like with friendships though specifically, I think because of who I am as a person and because of like, and I think a lot of it's because of like what I'm learning and all that stuff. Like I do see a lot of like.
Wait, hold on. You just cut out.
Oh.
What you're learning.
So I feel like what I'm learning for my degree and being in psychology and learning psychiatry, and just brain chemistry in general, and how different people, both men, women, and you know anything in between, kind of react. And there is a certain reaction that I feel like different personalities have, and knowing what those personalities, how they react to certain situations, I feel like I can put myself in their shoes a little more. And I think that's why I have a little bit, I don't even want to say guilt, but just like, I feel bad. Not guilty as in like I feel bad like within myself, but like I feel bad at the fact that that's what they perceived of me. And like
it didn't work out.
And it didn't work out. Yeah. That's really what it is. It's just like this whole and the thing is too is that I'm very confrontational. Like extremely confrontational. Like I have no problem kicking someone in the face. Like I don't care. Like, you know, those people that are like, oh, like those people that are just like, I don't want to ask, like I don't want to be rude. Like it's not rude to ask. It's the way you ask. You'd be like, hey, like, can you help me with something? Like, oh, sorry, like I don't mean to bother you. Like, I just have a quick question. And most people be like, oh yeah, like what is it? Like it's not, you don't have to, I feel like there's a big social thing with like the Karen thing. And it's like, yeah, that's bullshit behavior. And that's not absolute, like that's horrible. But like just asking a question people think is like just so rude. And it's like asking a question it's just the tone of voice that you use when you ask said questions, or trying to get like, for example, when I was about to say trying to get something, I mean like when you're asking a waiter for a check, just be like, oh, may I have my check please? It's very simple. Not snapping at them and being like, check. Like, do you see the tone of voice difference, the way that you ask? Like, doesn't matter if they're in a hurry or if they're not in a hurry, if they were shitty or not, they're still a human being and they might have a bad day. Now, maybe not tip them as much, obviously, but like they still served your food. Like, give them the benefit of the doubt. You know, that I think that's what I kind of do. I give people the benefit of doubt, like, and sometimes people just have bad years, bad whatever. And sometimes it's their personality, and your personalities just don't mesh well. So that's just my thing about it. It's more of like, oh, that could have ended a lot differently if there was communication.
Yeah.
And I think that's what you and I like. I feel like we do miscommunicate a lot at times, but then at other times we're like very much on the same page.
Yeah. I feel like I was about to say we definitely have our times where you're like, we're not picking up what each other is putting down.
No.
At all.
No.
But
and I think a lot of it is like gender stuff. And I don't mean that to be like, but we're both cisgendered people. Like, I'm a cisgender woman, you're a cisgendered man. And while like I'm not straight, I'm in a straight relation. Like, I'm in a heterosexual relationship.
We also grew up differently as well. So
yeah,
but
that
I
feel
really
like
only adds on to that fact.
Right. But I also feel like there's just certain things that, like, when I act like really girly and like I'm like, I just want to be like, I just want to talk to one of the girls, and I talk to you like how I would talk to a girl, and you're like, I'm uncomfortable.
I was like, bro,
like,
what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, like you get so, you're like, I don't fuck is going on, but not I no thank you.
I don't know what's going on, but I'm not about to be a part of it. That's crazy.
Yeah. I'm not going to the bathroom with you, okay? Like, I'm not a girl. Like, that's just not happening. I'm not powdering my nose or talking about how cute her outfit is. Like, that's just not what I'm doing. But then there's moments where you're just like, I feel like for you and me, it's the dude brain thing.
We got that dude brain.
And like sometimes I do, but then there's sometimes where I'm like very much like, I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about. And I don't think you get frustrated, but you're just like, what do you mean? Like, you're just like, what do you mean you don't get it? Like, come on. And it's like, but you forget that I'm a female.
It's also because, like, you know, you have dude brain before. And it's
well, yeah.
It is just like, damn.
I grew up with all boys.
And it's just like it's not on this thing. It's not on this. It's not on this wavelength. You're not actually the
only ways I have a dude brain is when I talk about females. Because of how sometimes lesbian I am.
You know?
That's literally it, though.
Could be cool.
You know? Dick is sometimes nice though too, so
you know, I wouldn't know that part, but okay.
It's nice sometimes.
You know,
sometimes it's not. You know,
be cool for you, but not me. That's crazy.
But vagina kind of cool. Like, I'm just saying, vagina supremacy.
It's not the vagina supremacy.
Do you remember that joke?
Oh my god.
Yep, you remember that joke. That's the reaction I wanted. But yeah, so anyway, yeah, that's just how I feel sometimes though. Yeah. But yeah, communication's literally everything. But what are some other like things that you can think of? Whether they can pertain to us too, like, are there any like scenarios or like just things that you can think of like that kind of
I mean, other than the part that you obviously have more empathy than me.
Yeah, you kind of a stone cold killer at times, man. Like, you're just like, I'm like, what do you mean? And you're like, I don't care. It's like, how do you not care? And you're just like, I just don't. And you can't understand my empathy a lot of times either.
Yeah. Cause I used to be a lot more empathetic when I was younger.
I think you were more so sympathetic when you were younger. I don't think, because you really can't lose empathy.
Yeah. I was a lot more like sympathetic about it.
You move on very quickly from things too.
Yeah.
I cannot. Like, I still remember shit from like when I was 11.
And I think, and I feel
that's half the reason I don't fucking talk in I talk more in my Italian rude accent than I do my Southern, is because like I got made fun of when I was 11 years old in a home economics class. Yeah, I still remember that shit. I hated it. Anyway, doesn't matter. Go ahead. literally just proved your point. But anyway,
absolutely.
Yep.
Like there are definitely times having more empathy is
a nice thing to have.
Yeah. It makes more sense to have.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like for me, I feel like growing up was a part of not losing my sympathy, but knowing that shit happens and there's not much I'm not about to fucking dwell over it. That's gonna waste a lot of my time. I only have a limited amount of time here, and that's not to say having sympathy is bad.
Mm-hmm.
But like, I'm not about to cry over spilled milk.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not about to.
Do you think I cry over spilled milk?
No, but I'm but I'm not gonna be like,
I have. No, like honestly, I have before. I spilled. No, like I'm dead ass.
Why?
I will explain the story. I was making milk tea homemade with the Thai tea that you bought me. Thank you, by the way. It was great.
Oh, so this was recent. Oh shit.
This was like last October. So I was making milk Thai tea, and I dropped the milk and it went everywhere. So I cried because I was on my period, and all I wanted was to make some milk. It didn't. Okay, when I say like it spilled everywhere, it was like there was like probably it was still like it was maybe like a cup full, but it was enough. Okay, it was enough milk that got spilled on the floor that I didn't want to clean up, and and I had to.
Did you have more milk?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. Then what the fuck did you cry?
That's what I'm saying.
Like that part right there. It's just like.
This describes my personality, though.
That's for me to be like, that's an inconvenience, and then I'd clean it up and then pour another glass.
Listen, it's
100. I know it's gonna be different. I mean, you've got periods, you've got all that
even if I didn't
biology shit.
Honestly, I don't even know if I was really on my period. I think I was, but like I could have not been.
Not that I think I was.
I really don't know. I'm thinking about it. I really don't remember.
God damn it.
I'm not helping myself at all in this aspect.
But
that's fine. That's who I am, though. So you gotta deal with it.
You helping everybody but yourself. That shit crazy.
We're not talking about how I help everybody and I don't help myself today. That's not what this podcast is about. But please continue.
But what I was saying, like, I'm not gonna waste my breath on something that I don't feel like deserves it.
Do you think I waste my breath on things that don't deserve it, Zen?
I think you wasted your tears on that fucking milk you poured out or like dropped.
It was more of the fact that you know what? It doesn't matter. Okay? It was how I felt at the time, and that's all that matters.
Okay? And that's fair. It's not to say that it's your life. I don't care. But
you could never. Here's the thing, people. I'm just gonna say. I'm talking to the audience right now. This man wants to live with me to have me cook him food. He don't understand my moods. Actually, you probably do, but like seeing them in person is a lot different.
Oh, absolutely.
I'm a lot.
I don't care.
You say that now. Here's the thing too. All of our boys say that, and I'm like, my food isn't that good. Like for y'all to put up with me. Like I am a lot,
bro. Talk about my friend bad one more goddamn time. I'll kill you. I will kill you.
I love you. Anyway.
But it's like I can't do it. It's like that's shitty. That it's shitty.
No, because sometimes you feel bad that you don't feel anything.
Yeah.
And you've talked about that with me before too. And you're just like, I can't.
Man, they're super beat up about it, and I was like. That sucks.
Yep.
Anyway.
Literally. No, literally, you do that to me all the time when it comes to certain things. And I'm like, I have to literally I'm like, this is something that's kind of really bad. You need to be a little bit more. And you're like, I physically can't.
I like physically
when you tell me Well, and the thing is too, I don't want to say we get in arguments, but we get into like, we're just like, we don't understand how the other one cares so much and the other one does not give a fuck.
Yeah.
Guess which one we are in that scenario. But the thing is, though, I think it's good, though, that we're friends and that we're such good friends because we help balance that about, because, like, you sometimes need help in our other friendships where you're just like, I really don't care. And I'm just like, but you need to. Like, they're hurting. Like, you really need to care.
Yeah, and I was like, bro, please, help me.
And, yeah.
How am I supposed to word a conversation or like be
human?
Not human, asshole, sympathetic. Not to be like fake sympathetic.
No.
Be
because you feel bad. You don't know how. Like you don't know what to do.
I don't know what to
and like
do
you're just
with
like,
it.
I don't really care. You're like, it doesn't involve me, so like I don't care. But like I'm sad. Not that you're sad, but like you're like, I feel bad. They're sad.
Yeah.
So like I want to help, but like I don't know what else to do about it. Basically. Like you just don't know what to do about it,
and that's
or
also,
how to go about it.
I was about to say, that's also not to say like I can't find some fucking shit fucking like heart wrenching.
Oh yeah, no, that's not. No. Like you have a heart.
Yeah.
I feel. Here's the thing. I feel like you've gotten, and people don't really see this,
I've
but
gotten
like
what?
You've gotten sad over like things that happened in my life.
Oh yeah.
Like you've cried.
Yeah.
Over the stuff that's happened to me before.
Yeah.
Like full on like tears have come out your eyes.
Absolutely.
And like
that's
you've
hard
gotten
to
so yeah, and like you've also gotten so angry for me, like multiple times because you're just like because you can't contain it.
Yeah. I don't have a lot of sympathy, and I also don't have a lot of patience for people. And you have both of those things. Not to say like a lot of it, but a lot more than I do.
No, I have a shit ton of both of those things. More probably than is healthy.
Yeah.
And you call me out on that. You're like, you can't have any more patience. Like, you need to be mad.
You can't do it.
Like, you cannot. And then you're just like, you need to not care. And I'm like, well, I do. And that's just how I feel right now. And you're just like, well, I really can't help you then. I'm like, I know, but I'm still going to complain about it for the next 4 days. And then I'll be over it. Mostly.
And that mostly comes up every now and again.
You know? That is besides the point. I said mostly. I was not lying when I said that. But yeah.
But I feel like it's all, not to say like I fucking mastered my emotions, but
No, I don't think anybody can truly master their emotions unless they're a psychopath.
You know?
Which,
I fuck around.
We're not going to go into that.
I fuck around.
We're not going to go into that today.
I fuck around. It might be.
I have to do a test on him. Let's just say that. Zen might be a little bit of a psychopath or a sociopath. I haven't decided yet, but he's going to take a test after I'm able to give him one. And I might put him on drugs. Anyway, let's move along.
I'm not going to take him, though. That's crazy.
Ooh, but, if I crush them up in a roast chicken, you might have a choice. I would never do that. I would never do that.
I was about to say, wait a minute.
No, I would never do that.
I'm going to get drugged. Do you hear that, Teen YouTube? God. That's crazy.
No. I would literally lose my medical license. Oh my God. I should not put that in there. I should not put that in there.
Not at all.
No. It was nice for us, though. I would never do that to you, by the way. I would never in my life. Oh my God.
Jesus Christ.
I would, you know what I would do though? I would be like, drugs. I'd sprinkle like fucking salt on top of it. You know what I mean? Like as a joke. And even then, I would feel a little bit bad doing that. Even now, I feel that's just proving
like
our point
I could do
anyway.
that absolutely no problem.
Oh yeah.
I also don't have a medical license to lose. No, I'm talking about like sprinkling salt on it. It's like drugs, like Salt Bay that shit.
Drugs.
And it's like I'm not about to fucking put acetaminophen in your goddamn roast chicken and bounce it off my elbow like I'm Salt Bay. back to the I haven't mastered my emotions. And no, I don't think anybody can, unless you're a sociopath or psychopath.
Which you are definitely one of those.
Could be, possibly.
The
court is out. The court is out for that.
I have a test.
That's crazy.
As soon as I'm able.
That's crazy. I'm not taking it.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
That's crazy. I will salt base and acetaminophen in your food.
That's not okay. All right. That's not what you would.
I'll make your headaches be gone.
Anyway, faster way of killing me would just, hotbox me in a car.
You know.
It's so sad that would be true, though. Please don't do that. I would literally die. I'm so. It's not even funny. Like, it's really bad, actually. And my husband smokes.
No.
As do most of my friends. It's okay though. I'm fine. I'm still alive. Somehow. I'm alive. I'm existing.
Oh my god.
I'm a mess.
What I was going to say is that I feel like the reason I got a lot of control over my emotions and giving time to what needs time is I wasn't able to control it, like my emotions, for a really long time. Like I would bottle shit up if it like hurt me, pained me in any capacity. Obviously wasn't healthy. And I would fucking.
You think so?
Listen here, bitch. But I was just like, there was one time in middle school I was like, I was bottling it up so much that I had like exploded on someone in like a whole goddamn gym assembly.
Oh damn!
Not like a whole gym, like the whole goddamn school was there, but like my whole class was there because like we were split up into like. We split them like.
What did the kid even do? Like, what'd they do?
It was like poking fun at me, like saying, I bet you won't like talk to this girl or like try and get this girl's number, who was also a girl. But I wasn't like that outgoing person that was gonna be like, hey, I think you're really cute. Let me get your number. I'm absolutely not that person.
No, I have to be that person for him, and he won't allow me to.
Absolutely. Fuck. I'm not allowed to let you do that. Fuck.
Okay, but here's a scenario. After this commercial break.
After this
go ahead.
Commercial break. God damn it.
I did finger guns just so everyone knows. Like, I'm that cringe.
Shut up.
Anyway, listen.
But
I'm just being honest.
She was poking at it so much to the point where it was just like
oh no, I just I would have exploded too.
Fucking
leave me the fuck alone.
Shouted. And it was just, I mean, they left me alone.
Yeah, I mean, I probably would too. Damn.
But it was just like I felt
like yelling at me.
I felt so fucking bad about it that I had let my emotions get the best of me to the point where I was one, embarrassed, but two, I wasn't like open and honest enough to say like, that's not my vibe. That I'd made it a point to be like, I've got to keep these things in check. I've got to.
I'm the complete opposite.
Yeah, I know. I've got to keep.
But do they know? Probably.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I'll fucking leave too. Like, I'll just leave. I'll be like, all right, I'm not comfortable anymore. I'm leaving, and I do. Like, I'm not. Nope. No, I get that though.
Yeah, it was just, I was like, I can't do this again. Like, I can't. There's no part of me that wants to ever have that happen again. And I just kind of kept it in check and just I mean, I wouldn't say anger still gets the better of me.
It does sometimes.
But if it does, I don't do damage control well.
No, you do not.
I do not do damage control well.
As someone who has seen that shit for no.
I mean, if I'm at that point in time, there's nothing that can be said that will rectify anything.
Nope.
And that's, in my mind, entirely justified. You get what you deserve.
I think too, you're one of those people like once that bridge
is crossed, the bridge is burned.
Like it's done. Like dynamite exploded the bridge. There's not even water there anymore.
Absolutely
Go find another watering hole on the opposite side of the canyon because I'm not talking to you anymore.
Absolutely not.
Yeah. I'm the complete opposite.
And I think I wouldn't say I see a lot of my younger self in you currently. But,
no.
But
no, because I'm a completely different type of personality.
Absolutely.
Completely. And I have a different way of like looking at things too. Like I'm very empathetic, but I'm a logical empath. Like if I could speak, I have a logical empathy, and I think it's because of because I've always been a sympathetic and empathetic person. But I didn't know how to convey that very well when I was younger, and I would just cry about it. Honestly, like that's just what because like especially like as a child, like I felt so much emotion all the fucking time, and a lot of that was because I had bad hormonal problems and like medical like just genetic and hormonal things that were wrong with me. But I'm just a dramatic, I feel like I'm caring. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that or not, but I feel like
caring? Absolutely.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't like complimenting anything about myself. I'm a horrible person. Anyway, so I try to be as caring as I can, and I think because of it also comes with like the logical part of like they feel bad because I said this, but is this really what's the problem? Or is it maybe something that's undermining? And sometimes like I overthink things, and sometimes it's just like, no, like you just called them a bad name and that's why they're pissed off or whatever. Like I can remember this one instance and I still feel bad about it to this day. And it's been 17 fucking years. So this girl got her haircut.
I've got something like that too.
This girl got her haircut into like a spiky boy haircut that was super popular when I was really younger. And I didn't mean anything bad by what I said because I was like, I wanted my hair to look like that too. It was more of like, I was like, oh, Alyssa, you look like a boy like that. I meant it in a positive way, but she took it so negative because I said she looked like a boy.
Yeah.
Which like, that is so fucking fair. And to this day, I still fucking feel bad about it because it's just like it was just the hairstyle and it was, me wanting to be more lesbian. But that's besides the point. When I was 10. But my dad would never have let me that short at all. And thank God my dad never did. I do not look good with short. I'm just saying that right now. Tried it as like a bob. Oh, I tried it as a bob and no. Nope. I am a mermaid. I was in 8th grade and I hated literally why. You want to see fucking pictures, don't you?
Absolutely.
You were never.
That's crazy.
I honestly
showed
don't
you
really
my
know.
bare bald ass.
Well, no,
head.
here's the thing. I know. No, here's the I didn't really take a lot of pictures. And we didn't have like phones and cameras and stuff like we do now either. Because this was back when I was first in middle school and they still had the Razor.
Not the flip phone.
Yeah. So, hey, that shit was hopping. Anyway.
Not the hopping.
Shut up. So I don't even really take pictures now. But yeah, so I am a princess, pretty long hair, I'm never getting any type of short hair ever again in my life. Absolutely not. Not even on my fucking deathbed. So I'm the complete opposite. That's all I'm saying of everything that he just said. So there's that. I'm an emotional wreck. Hello, nice to meet you. The 4 doctors didn't tell you otherwise.
Sammy, there is one.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Oh yeah, you did say that. Okay, go ahead.
Hold on. Pause. Because I don't want it on here. Because there was this night, I think we went to a fucking mall, like a Galleria type mall, right? It was me, my sister, my cousin, my mom, and my aunt. Might have been another cousin too.
I'm making a drink while you're telling me the story. Okay.
You're still here though, right?
Oh yeah. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm gonna drag the laptop over.
We were there basically fucking like all day. It was a long fucking day. And we were just going home. It was gonna be like a 40-minute drive.
Ooh, I can already see where this is.
So
Continue.
my cousin, who is older than my sister by a year. So like what?
So my age?
Older than you.
Oh. Is your sister my age or is she
my sister's your age. Yeah, your age.
Okay. You sure?
Let me think. Yes. Okay. She was just born in September. So she's
Oh, that's right. I forget that. I forget she's late. That's right. Okay. Yeah. Continue.
So he his mom
so
was
your aunt.
Yeah. Was a lot more lenient with him than my mom was with me. And I love that my mom was not lenient with me. Let me just forego that.
Oh, he's that type. Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, it was like it was the age of yo mama jokes. You know what I'm saying?
No.
So it was I was about to say it was like poking at the yo mama joke situation. And when he was saying it, absolutely nothing mattered. Everything was fine. He was just going and going and going for what felt like hours, but was really like minutes.
Right.
And I was
but when you're that little, though, you don't.
You don't have that kind of perception.
And that's your mom.
And that's my fucking mom. Like,
yeah,
bro, you don't do that. And
that's also like his aunt. Like,
yeah. But the second I don't even have like the full joke yet. I just started out with
snapped at you.
Yeah, I had the first yo mama so fat. All that just came out. Nothing else. Absolutely nothing else. Got my ass beat immediately.
Yeah.
And I was just like, but bro.
Yeah. He's talking mad shit.
I swear, like, bro.
I'm trying to defend you, mama. Trying to defend you.
And I was like, bro, you can, but you just didn't see that motherfucking shit, bro.
Yeah, no, that I don't like the unfairness of it, but I get it.
So pissed. But I understand when my mom was like that. You're just like, you're not about to do that shit to your fucking aunt, and I was like, I mean, you're right. It was just how I felt at the time. You know, revenge seemed like the best situation instead of being like, hey, stop it. That makes me feel bad. Don't talk about my mom like that.
Yeah.
It was just like there was like that two can play that game type beat.
Yeah. No, I totally get you.
So it was just like, oh.
Can you hear my fan when I speak?
No.
Okay, cool.
But also, his mother was overweight. I will say that now. But
maybe that's what.
She's good now. Like she looks good now, and I'm very happy.
The way you said that, I was like, "Oh, sus," and I was like, "But then you were like, but I felt."
No, but I felt fucking terrible about it.
Yeah.
But she looks fucking great now, and I don't think it had anything to do with what I didn't even get to say.
Yeah.
But
right.
There's still part of
no, I mean, like if her.
She's like,
Like no, yeah. She probably thought fucking nothing of it.
Yeah. Like she was lenient with him, but also very emotional.
Oh.
So it could have also been I could have also been a reason.
Yeah. Here's the thing. I sometimes worry about how I'm gonna raise my kids.
How you what?
How I'm gonna raise my kids. Actually, can we do about that? About like how we want to raise our kids.
Do you want to talk about that now? Or on a different podcast?
I mean, we could either or.
We've been going on for about an hour and 30 minutes. You can do whatever.
Okay. I'll talk about it for a second.
Okay.
So.
Unpause.
That was honestly.
You know.
I feel like it needed to be said. So people know.
So people
that sometimes you really don't give a
that I can't care.
Yeah.
I physically can't care.
And that's why you come to me, because I can't help care.
You know? We're really just two extremes here.
You know? More often than what y'all think.
You know? You know?
I also, like, kind of hate myself, whereas Zen does not hate himself at all.
Oh, yeah, I'm narcissistic in that motif. And all that
Something shit that all the boys have in common.
You know? Listen, bro, sometimes you just gotta know that you're the shit. And if you aren't, just fake it till you make it. That's what I learned. That's what I learned while I was in college.
Well, I'm a female with lots of insecurities.
And that's also
and sexual trauma. So
well, I mean, I can't help you on that part, but I'm about to say that's
technically you have and you will.
You know,
not in the way people think or have thought that happened. I don't know how to reword that to make it sound better, but that's
you know, it is
what it is. I want to explain myself real quick because that sounds sus as fuck. So Zen has helped me in the way of like, because he's a man, because you have a penis.
I do, in fact.
You've helped me in a lot of ways, not being afraid.
Not being afraid of
and dudes. Yeah, and knowing that like there are actually good. You, Lao, like a bunch of the like you three specifically, more and Sly as well. Shout outs, but you three you guys specifically, I feel like have really been there like with me on a lot of things, and like you and Lots have literally stopped me from panic attack.
Yeah, no.
Like so is More and Sly on actually too. The sequence has helped me like just calm down from just like being. I wasn't like panicking, but like he's literally like just take a deep breath, like you got it, like don't about it, like just don't think about it. He was very like in the moment with me, like you're fine, like you're cool, man, like whatever, like don't worry about it. Like I'm very grateful to all of you because like I think of my brothers and my father as good men, but they're not like men to me, if that
they're
makes
not
sense. Like
men as much as they are family to you.
Yeah, and that's different because I was never. None of that stuff happened to me by myself. Yeah. So I didn't have those types of issues. It was outside sources.
Yeah.
So because of that, it's outside sources that I get the most worried about. So, yeah.
You know.
But that's what I meant by. So, you have technically helped. As have the other ones. Shout out again.
And I was gonna say the reason I feel like I'm narcissistic now is it's something I learned in college, but it's also like I feel like I was a little bit more I was definitely more insecure. I mean, growing up as an introvert, that's I feel like a lot of what people do is become insecure because you're with yourself all the time. You always see your own flaws first, right? So because of that, I was very beside myself and be like, you know, none of that, you know, I can't do shit out here. That shit crazy. I'm not gonna get shit done. But
Go ahead, finish what you're saying.
But I feel like because I was so like down on myself and like just so beside myself, I had to realize, you know, I can be the shit. I can be whatever the fuck I want to be if I want to do it. I just gotta do it. And that became that drive, that motor that I have now. It's just like I can do whatever the fuck I want. I don't care. Whatever I want to do, I can just do it. I can go and work for it. I can get it done. I can do it better than anybody else because it's me, right? And that becomes a very toxic cycle when you believe in it too hard. And it was just like, bro, you know, it becomes that nobody's better than me mentality. It becomes that, like, you know, not recognizing that, people 100% be better than you. People are always going to be better and worse than you at anything in the world, even if you're the best at something. There's nothing in your life that can be as perfect as it can possibly be, and to search for that is a futile thing. But using what you know and what you have done as a drive and a way to get things done, whether or not, because I have ADD, for me, for me to sit down and do something and continue to do it for a long period of time is absolutely unprecedented. I don't sit and do much things for long. That's why my streams are only like 3 hours long. But to sit down, say that you will do it and do it at the same time, it takes a lot of willpower, and growing that willpower and making sure you believe in yourself is one of the first things that I realized as soon as, I think it was like sophomore year, because I had like not a mental breakdown, but
I remember
like a few months,
telling me about it.
Yeah, a few months where I was just like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I don't, like, nothing's clicking, nothing's working. I feel like I'm not doing enough. I'm not doing anything. And it was a part of knowing that college wasn't for me, and also a part where it's just like, I was pushing so far down on myself and pressuring myself so much that I couldn't get anything done. I wasn't allowing myself to fail or make mistakes. So I had to be perfect at everything I did, and that became a cycle of like, if I can't be perfect at it, then I'm not gonna fucking do it. What the fuck? Like, what the fuck's the point if I'm not gonna be fucking great at it?
But I think for me though, I like failing.
And I was about to say, I like failing now, because failing is one of the life's greatest teachers.
Here's the thing. It's so weird that, like, I never understood why, especially, like, I know a lot of times, like, with kids, and we're going to talk about, like, kids and, like, raising kids, like, as people who don't have kids. I almost had two, but again, that's a whole nother topic. Like, I don't understand people pressure their children into failing, because sometimes it's just not their
Sometimes it's just not their thing.
Yeah, and like, it's okay to fail. It's okay to like want to do something and like, you're like, I suck at it now, but like, you could be fucking amazing at it in 3 weeks. Like, it, yeah, I don't have, I've never had like the fear of.
And I think it also came from, like, for a lot of the things I did, I'm a fucking athletic freak of nature, for one. So anything involving sports or activities that I did, I was already great at, because I'd already had that head start. So for me to have that situation,
I have that.
Where it's like, bro, I gotta work, and like, bro, this shit is like not clicking immediately. It's like, bro, what the fuck? What is happening?
Well,
none of this makes any sense.
Well, okay, I lied. So I'm actually pretty athletic, weirdly enough, at contact sport.
Surprise.
I have an Aries. Anyway, I'm a bit rough with physical aspects. Listen. Two-hand touch football. No. That was tackle. Okay, I could touch you like there were no flags. You going down to the ground, baby? Let's get it. Like, I kickball. Oh, I can like throw that shit at people. Got him out every fucking time. Listen, I contact sports where I can hit people. Very, very good at those. Sports where it took mental capacity, like I had to like work at it and like be like not on a team. Not for me. I did team contact sports. I did not do non-contact sports where I couldn't basically hit people and get away. I'm a bit violent. Anyway, says so much about me. But no, I didn't have that type of ethic when it came to athleticism. But I'm a genius. But my genius lies in people, and that's why Batman. I could okay. So here's the thing. I'm gonna just be completely honest. I can do rocket science. It is not that hard for me. Formulas and mathematics, I could honestly solve a problem right now if I truly wanted to. Probably take me only 10 minutes, depending on the problem and the formula and what, I mean, not like the y, x. No, I can do that in like seconds. But like the quadratic formulas that are like half page, yeah, I can do those in I'm very good at math and that type of thing. I always have been. And people are basically big fucking math puzzles to me. And that's why I'm so good at what I do. And I don't know, it's a science to me. It's not even like an emotional thing. But as a person who's human and who is very emotional, I see the emotion. And I think that's why my logical big brain argues with my dramatic emotional side, but it's because of that's why I have so much empathy, because I see it in both a logical and an emotional standpoint. And that's why for you it's all logic.
Yeah.
So that, I think that explains more like why I am what I am.
Yeah.
Of like why I'm the I'm the empath. And it's because you're also a narcissistic sociopath.
Listen,
but we won't go into that today.
Tomato, potato.
I mean, I might be a psychopath, so it's like, if you one of those things, like, it's fine.
Two people that probably shouldn't be together as friends.
Well, we also are a white woman and a black man too, so you know how it deals with that. Shoot first, ask questions later. It was illegal for us to even like be friends 50 years ago. Or was it friends or just relationships? I honestly don't.
Both.
Probably both. Yeah, probably both. Well, I mean,
also,
then again,
you're still cutting.
So glad that you asked. It's going to be Lie Like This by Julia Michaels, because it is just an anthem for girls everywhere. And maybe some boys. And I like it. And I like her vibe. That's my song of the day.
Could be cool.
Sometimes it's just a vibe, man. I don't know if you'd like it.
Well,
I think you would like her vocals. I just don't know if you'd like the song itself.
I mean, what's it about?
Relationship.
Okay.
Actually, it kind of like situations we kind of talked, because it's like she's saying like, I like it when you lie to me, kind of, but like at the same time it's like that's not what the song's like truly about. But she says lie like this, like in a very like upbeat kind of catchy way of like, you're gonna lie to me anyway, so I'm gonna like it, kind of.
Okay.
So yeah, it's that's not like the deeper meaning of the song. Just you have to like, yeah.
I'd have to listen to it myself. My song, and I prefaced this before.
Oh God.
That the name of the song might not be great for Sami, because I use this word to mean something else. This song is called Mango by KAMAUU. And for those that are wondering,
no,
I use mango.
Absolutely no.
For the word
goodbye. I'm
manga.
done. Nope.
And Sami hates it.
It's a fruit and a book. They're two different things.
They're
you
the
eat
exact
one
same
and you
thing
consume.
as long as it's funny.
No, they're not.
They're the exact
No,
same thing as
it's
long
not
as it's funny. It is
it's
absolutely
annoying.
hilarious to me.
It's
That's
annoying
crazy.
is what it is.
Oh, that's crazy.
You know, one of my friends in the server's name is Mango.
You know, he might love this song.
I hate it here.
Yeah, but no, it's Mango by KAMAUU. Anyway, you know,
one of these days, just for this, I'm gonna get a bunch of BL smut manga and I'm gonna put it all over fucking.
That's crazy. I won't clean it up.
Yeah.
I won't clean it up.
It will. Okay, it'll just stay there.
I know I won't care.
You'll have to masturbate to gay porn.
What?
Yep.
What are you talking about? Who said I was looking at it?
It'll be there and you're not cleaning it up, so.
Who said I was looking at it? What the fuck?
I'm just saying.
What? That doesn't make any sense.
Listen, I'm very tired.
Yeah,
Nothing
I know.
Right now.
What the fuck?
That's staying in there. This whole conversation that I'm saying right now, tired me.
This is a testament to Sammy's tiredness. She woke up at 4 a.m. her time.
It is now 1:07 a.m.
I was about to say it's currently 3:06 a.m. for me, so that's 1:06 a.m. for her. She's been up for 21 hours now. So
well, that'll be you on sleep. Wednesday.
Get some fucking I mean,
yep.
Yeah, well.
Yep.
But all of mine's going like to be live streamed at twitch.tv/AlphaZen. Yes, sir. I'm putting it in.
Go to his OnlyFans as our friend Greg Ritchie.
Yeah. I hate it. I hated that last part. That's crazy.
You ended it, didn't you?
No. No.
Oh yeah, all this is staying in, guys. Have a good night. Bye. Or day, morning, whatever time this is.
Fuck up out of here. Goodbye.
And we're out.